Now you can also make a sequence of child objects. Instead of specifying them one at a time, like we have child objects, and we name it with a plural, with an S, because in this case it's a sequence. So we're specifying the type, and now we also specify a sequence. And size is a type of sequence. It's the simplest type of sequence that Gendl supports. So we can say sequence of size, and then give an expression that returns a number. So length, the temperatures will return a number. The temperatures is what? The temperatures is specified here as a computed slot. And it's a list with 1, 2, 3 numbers. So the length here will resolve to 3. Now to refer to an element in a sequence, first we do a make object, set QObject to make object, or we could do the make self like we have done before. And now ask for the object, or just the if you used self again, the object. And now you wrap an extra parentheses around the name and give the index number, starting from 0. So for a sequence of size 3, we have 0, 1, and 2 to refer to the first, second, and third. And these are each returning a different value. So let's do this for ourselves interactively here. We have the speeds of sound sequence. The code for it is right here. So that's the entire code. And see the child objects are a sequence of size. The type is the same old speed of sound at temperature that we defined before. So we'll go ahead, Control-X, Control-E, compile that. And now I'm going to do a make self of speeds of sound sequence. And I'll auto-complete that. I don't like to type when we don't have to. It doesn't take any input slots, so I don't specify input keywords here. Just make self speeds of sound sequence. We got an error. No class named speeds of sound sequence. Anyone see why this would give an error? And by the way, in Slime, normally when you get an error like this, we can just do a to abort. We're free to try again now. Problem is I didn't give the package. Here we are in training G102, if you remember. So the speeds of sound sequence symbol actually lives in that area code. It lives in that package, training G102. It'll not be recognized in the GDO user package where we are here. So we have two choices. I could put training G102 : at the beginning of the symbol name, and now it finds it just fine. Or I can say in package training G102 here. So now my prompt is actually in the training G102 as the current package. And you can see that, by the way, if you evaluate dynamic variable called package. You see, if I evaluate that variable, it returns me the G102 package also. So I'm now in the G102 package, so now I can just say make self speeds of sound sequence. I don't need the package prefix on it. So speeds of sound sequence. First, let's just ask for the speeds. And that's an aggregate, and it comes back as a standard sequence. So that's a type of object. It's a sequence, and it contains elements. We can ask for the number of elements. And that's 3, as you would expect. You can ask for the first. You can ask for the last. You can also ask for any element in the sequence based on its index number, starting from 0, by wrapping in parentheses, just like a function call, where you're giving the index number as an argument. So the speeds 0 is that first one. Speeds 1 is actually the second one. The speeds 2 would be the third one, or the last one. If I ask for the speeds 3, it throws an error. Error, attempt to access element, let's make this a little bigger for you. Attempt to access element 3 in sequence, which only has 3 elements. So if a sequence has only 3 elements, it should have indexes 0, 1, and 2. Index 3 is clearly out of bounds, so we get an error, and we can do the abort, return to Slime's top level, or you can do a Q, which is just to quit or pop out of this. I think the correct thing to do is to type 1 for abort, or just hit A for abort. So now we're back where we were, and now let's not ask for the speeds 3 again. We can ask for the speeds 2. So each of those is an object of type speed of sound at temperature.